starters in a moment, but first, if I could please direct your attention to center court as the Kitchener Sports Association, on behalf of KSA and the KW Titans, present a check to the Waterloo Education Foundation to assist with the first-year expenses of a grassroots basketball tournament that's being coordinated by Kathy Katsibrokos of Winston Churchill Elementary School and 7 other elementary schools in Waterloo region. Accepting the check will be Kathy Katsibrokos from Winston Churchill School, Constable Benjamin Michaels from the Waterloo Region Police Services, and students from Winston Churchill School, along with representing the KSA, Mr. Bernie Strauss, and from our Titans ownership group, Campbell, Leon Martin, and Brian Foster. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor Canada, we ask that you please stand and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem. Today's anthem will be performed by the 2001-2003 Canadian Open Country Music Champion and former assistant coach of the KW Titans, Mr. Mike Quigley.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Quigley. And now here are your starting lineups. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, wearing black, the London Lightning. A 6'6" guard from Scarborough, Ontario, number 1, Kyle Johnson. A 6'4" guard from Winter Haven, Florida, number 4, Marcus Capers. A 6'2" guard from Toronto, Ontario, number 5, Junior Cadugan. A 6'6" forward from Minneapolis, Minnesota, number 12, Marvin Singleton. And a 6'8" center from Minneapolis, Minnesota, number 30, Royce White. The Lightning are coached by Kyle Julius. And now please welcome to the court your KW Titans dance pack. guard from Toronto, Ontario, number 9, Tremar Sutherland. A 6'5" guard from Moorhead, Kentucky, number 15, Adam Wing. And a 6'7" forward from Detroit, Michigan. He's your NBL Central Division Player of the Week, Glenn Whitfield. The Titans are coached by Serge Landon, with his assistants Rob Damiani, Joey Moore, strength and conditioning coach Mitchell Hooper, and athletic therapist Kathleen Acosta and Stephanie O'Neill. The officials for today's contest, Mr. Grayson Magnoli, Rich Stellick, and Christine Moore. And now if I can direct your attention to center court for tonight's official game ball delivery. Tonight's game ball will be delivered by Mr. Wade Van Allen. Ladies and gentlemen, Wade is 4 years old and Wade lives with cystic fibrosis every day. Please, if you're so inclined, visit the community corner and make a donation, or hire Mike Farwell at farwellforhire@gmail.com. All right, let's hear it one more time for Wade Van Allen. All right, Titans fans, you came out on Easter Sunday to watch a basketball game, so let's make some noise. We're getting set to tip off.
Tale of two red-hot squads today here at the Odd. The Kitchener-Waterloo Titans have won 3 straight for just the second time this season, including wins against the defending champion Halifax Hurricanes, and then a gutsy 2-point win last night against the St. John Riptide. The Titans are looking to win 4 in a row for the first time in franchise history. Standing in their way, the first-place London Lightning, who've only lost 5 games and 30 contests all year, and are also looking to make it 4 straight wins this afternoon. The Titans have taken the Lightning to overtime twice this year and have managed to hand them one of their very few losses this season. Happy Easter, everyone. Welcome inside the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium. My name is Ian Jodry, and very happy to be bringing you some National Basketball League of Canada action here as the London Lightning are taking on the KW Titans. The Lightning get on the board first. Just heard the starting lineups a moment ago for the KW Titans. Flarnard Whitfield, fresh off a 21.9 rebound performance. Adam Blazik, Isaiah Umapeg, Adam Wing, and Tremar Sutherland make up the 5 for the Titans. Meanwhile, for the London Lightning, Kyle Johnson, Marcus Capers, Junior Cadogan, Marvin Singleton, and none other than the 2012 first-round pick of the Houston Rockets. That's Royce White wearing number 30. Keep an eye on him. He gets the ball inside, misses the easy layup in the paint, and there's Sutherland grabbing one of what is sure to be many rebounds here this afternoon. Into the corner, Sutherland the 3, no good. My apologies, that was Whitfield who grabbed that rebound. Whitfield, of course, coming off NBL Canada Central Division Player of the Week after the Titans went 2-3 on that East Coast road swing. They lost a high-scoring affair to Moncton, where Whitfield once again had impressive numbers, posted a double-double the very next night in Charlottetown. The Titans were able to defeat the Island Storm, and a huge win against the defending champion Hurricanes on that Sunday afternoon, which he recorded his 2nd straight double-double. That time Whitfield coughs up the basketball. It was Royce White who took it away. Johnson in transition, off the glass and in. A 6-0 run for the Lightning to start the game. And indeed, Coach Langus has seen enough. Quick start for the Lightning, and it's almost been a theme this year for the Titans, who have struggled many times out of the gates. And a prime example of that was a game against London a few weeks ago that they played here at the Odd, where it was all around a low-scoring affair. 16-12 after the first quarter in that game here at the Odd. The Lightning led it, finished by a final of 95-90 in overtime. It was really a missed opportunity for Kitchener-Waterloo, because on average the Lightning usually put up about 115 points a game. They were able to hold them to less than 90 through regulation in that game. That one finished, of course, 95-90 in overtime. London scoring 12 of those points in the extra frame. So 83 points through 48 minutes, a terrific accomplishment for the Titans defense, but they were unable to pull it out down the stretch. And here we are, just a minute 58 into this one, a 6-0 lead for the Lightning. And Coach Langus burns one of his timeouts very early, something that I haven't seen a lot of. Coach Langus has usually kept those TOs in his back pocket down the stretch and maybe save them closer to the half. In a situation like this, a slow start for Kitchener-Waterloo. It's Umapeg out of the inbound. Sutherland is watched closely by Singleton. Umapeg wants a screen, but dishes out to Blazek on the wing to Whitfield straight away at the free throw line. Watched by White. Whitfield trying to back him down, steps back, low shot, won't go. And there for the rebound was Marcus Capers. Cadogan in transition, tries to float it ahead. Whitfield going for the pick six. A foul's going to be called, and indeed it's going to be charged to White, so that's number 1 for him. Also crucial in that last game between these two sides here at the Odd, White fouled out in the fourth quarter. Plenty of factors that led us to believe that the Titans could pull it out. White picks up number 1, just about 2.5 minutes into this one. Still a 6-0 London lead early. Umapeg against Cadogan. The behind the back dish to Whitfield. Whitfield takes a few steps in, spins in the paint. He's against White, throws it off the window and in, and Whitfield has KW on the board at 6-2. Cadogan watched tightly by Umapeg, coming off a 16-point effort last night, and Umapeg has been peppering that score sheet ever since he arrived with the Titans. First few games he had 11 points, and then 11 points again, but as of late, the former Maine Red Claw has started to pick things up. 16 last night. He had 14 in the loss to Moncton. Then averaging, once again, 11 points through 8 contests. White gets the lead back to 6 for London. Sutherland into the corner for Umapeg. Umapeg pulls up for 3 and pops it in. Isaiah Umapeg hit a pair of threes in last night's first half that helped him lead all Titans at the break with 10. Makes it 8-5 here. White in the post against Whitfield, dishes out into the corner as Singleton drives, pulls up. Can't get it to drop. Blazek there for the rebound. Back the other way. The Titans looking to push in transition. A little spin move in tight. Dishes off Umapeg. Blazek straight away triple. Bang! Adam Blazek ties it at 8. 4 minutes in, and they battle back from that deficit. And Coach Langus certainly content about burning that timeout now. 8 points apiece to start this one. White against Whitfield. White spins, throws it up with the left hand, off the glass and in, and once again, Royce White, 4 points, then Whitfield throws it way off the inbound. Johnson flies in, and a charge going to be called on Whitfield. Looked like he had the feet planted and was set to draw a charge, but instead, there'll be 2 free throws coming up for Kyle Johnson.
That's his first, team's second. Kyle Johnson shoots 1.
Johnson, a 77% free throw shooter this year, looking to complete the 3-point play and drops it in and restores that 5-point Lightning lead. Umapeg looking to take it all the way himself. Instead, it's Blazek, the corner three, and drops it in again. Blazek again in the corner. Back to a 2-point game. It was just about 2 weeks ago that Adam Blazek helped the Titans set the record for most three-pointers in a single game. With 25. The previous record was 23. Blazek, pump fakes, try to get him off balance, cuts inside. Sutherland, a nice move, and finishes on the reverse. Jamar Sutherland, his first points of the afternoon. Sutherland, past few games, has been looking pretty good. 9 points, 13 in all 3 games out east. Sutherland recorded 13 plus and averaged 14 a game in that swing. Off the miss, here's White. Watched by Whitfield as we approach the midway mark, and an offensive foul. Looks like it's going to be a elbow. There's going to be an elbow called on Johnson. Number 1. This speaks to the depth that the Lightning have really grown, especially this season. Doug Herring Jr. was an early season acquisition, a former league all-star with St. John, who were then the Mill Rats. Umapeg drives around Herring, though. Pulls up as he's watched tightly by Singleton. Whitfield working the post, puts it high off the window. It can't get the jump to drop. Rebound popped out by Sutherland, but it ends up into the hands of Johnson. White looking for that entry pass, but Herring got tied up with Umapeg inside. Great job by Isaiah Umapeg. Get your man engaged before the pass starts, and Herring had no chance to get to that basketball. Reached the midway point, 6 minutes into this one. 15-13, London with the lead. It's Adam Blazek already with a pair of three-pointers in this first quarter. Tries to step back for a 2. And he puts that one just a tad wide. Herring, that entry pass. White lost the basketball, but it was last touched by a Titan, so now it's a mass substitution coming up for Kitchener-Waterloo. AJ Davis, Tyrone Dixon, George Blakeney, and Greg Morrow into the game. Umapeg, the lone starter remaining. Anthony Criswell also checking in for London as White checks out. Herring floats it up, Singleton. He dishes off. Johnson, straightaway 3 off the mark. And there's Dixon for the board. Another late season acquisition for the Titans before that transaction deadline. Proved to be effective off the bench, and that time Dixon turns the ball over. Criswell almost lost it as well in transition, but Herring into the corner. Johnson, 3, no good. Ball up in the air, and Dixon once again secures the rebound. That's 2 quick ones for him. Davis was left alone the other way in the corner. Tries to cut back inside, flips it out. Blakeney along 2. Won't go, but there for the rebound. Dixon, 3 quick ones for Tyrone Dixon. The offensive rebound, the second chance points. And we're all tied at 15. Herring puts the ball, looked like off Criswell, popped straight up in the air. Luckily, didn't result in a turnover. The corner 3 is good. That time it was Capers getting his first action on the score sheet this afternoon. It's 18-15 London. 4:35 to go. Umapeg directs the offense, gets the screen from Dixon. Umapeg looking inside, nothing there. Dixon, they try to work it around, an offensive foul. That one's going to go on Blakeney. Bolden checking into the game for London. Bolden tries his luck from 3, but won't go. Then it's Davis, can't get it to drop. It looked like a defender might have gotten a hand on that one. Now Bolden pushing in transition. Mo Bolden puts it off the window, no good, straight up in the air. Johnson the rebound, and that time he drew contact on the way back up. Johnson once again at the line. Already had that and one. The only free throw of the game for London puts that first one in. Bolden, of course, a big man, just checking into the game. A 6'10" forward that the Lightning had in training camp in 2013-2014. Back when he was playing with Michael Ray Richardson, who helped Lightning to back-to-back titles. Now back into the game here this afternoon, the first time he's playing here at the Odd. Loose ball on the floor. Looks like they're going to call jump ball.
Held ball, Titans possession.
Indeed it is. Held ball with the possession arrow favoring KW. So look at the ball with 3:43 to play in the quarter. Capers was checked out temporarily. He's back in. Kyle Johnson checks out. Good start to the game for Kyle Johnson. 9 points, goes 3 for 6 from the field. He's leading all scorers as of now. Blakeney drawing the foul off the inbound, and he'll head to the line for a pair. Mentioned Blakeney was another one of those late season pickups for KW, of course, with all the shuffling that they've done throughout their roster. Blakeney 13 points last night, making his 17th appearance today for London, against London. Team high, a season high 19 points against Orangeville earlier this year, but averaging about 7 points per game off the bench, and his size has been a big factor. As that time, it's Doug Herring Jr. gets bumped inside and back to the free throw line for Herring. Jason Kalist also checking back in, and when Kalist first arrived with the Titans a few weeks ago, it looked like he was going to do big things. And not to say that he hasn't, but just with the way that everyone else has stepped up these other acquisitions, he hasn't had to play as big of a role. And those blue-collar workers who works tremendously hard. And a great job shooting and running the floor and taking care of this Titans offense, who has taken quite the toll this year from the losses of Orlando Coleman and Ricky Terrence. That time, Herring off the mark, back to a 4-point game, 20-16, 3:20 to go here in quarter number one. Here's Morrow playing against a team where he grew up, and that time it's going to be an illegal screen going to go that time on Blakeney. He got tied up with Bolden. As I was saying, Morrow, of course, former Western Mustang. It's been 5 years, and one of the top performers at Western, included a 40-plus point effort one game against the Ottawa GGs, and terrific school and terrific team down the 401 in London. Criswell in the corner, he's watched by Blakeney, pulls up for a three, but can't get it to go. Rebound, however, there is Bolden, the big 6'10" man, with second chance points. And the offensive rebounds starting to hurt the Titans early on. 22-16, about 2:40 to go in this first quarter. Dixon drops it off. Davis trying to slash through the paint. Great move. Just couldn't get that one to drop. Herring off the rebound. Criswell transition, left-hand shot, and a late foul called that time on Blakeney. Got called for the illegal screen earlier that time. He picks up his second foul. And indeed, that'll prompt Coach Langus to make the move, as Flan Whitfield checking back in with 2.5 to go in the opening frame. Criswell, about a 72% free throw shooter this season. Had 11 points in last night's win against the Express at home, so the Titans not the only victim here this afternoon, playing on their tail end of a back-to-back. course, they had the luxury of staying in their home barn. Dixon left alone for three, won't go. Whitfield couldn't get to that rebound. It's Bolden in transition against Khalees. Bolden flies in with the right hand, high off the window and in, and the Lightning have a double-digit lead. Morrow outside Davis trying to end the run. Three won't go. And once again, the big 6'10" Mo Bolden there for the board. Herring trying to spin loose. Morrow might have gotten a hand on it. The ball finds its way to Capers. He pulls up. That time Davis grabs the board off the miss. KW trying to stop this run. They have not had good luck in the first quarter against London this year. Just 12 points in the opening frame in their last loss to London here at the Odd. Khalees against Capers. Khalees throws it up, count it, and the foul. Jason Khalees trying to put a halt to the Lightning run and a chance for a three-point play. Khalees averaging about 12 points a game and making his 21st appearance for the Titans this season. He completes the three-point play and a pretty good free throw shooter this year, about 80% from the stripe. 26-19 for the Lightning. Herring, quiet since coming off the bench, works that one inside to Singleton, backing in against Morrow. They work it around. Herring, contested three, won't go. And once again, Whitfield there for the board. Davis, transition two, cuts the lead back down to 2 possessions. Right after the Lightning took their biggest lead of the game at 10, the Titans trim it right back down to 5 with a 5-0 run of their own. Herring, Criswell, 3-ball, way off the mark. That's an air ball. Looked like he thought that one was deflected or drew contact, but nothing of that sort with 46 seconds to go in the frame. It'll be Titans basketball. Khalees for the two. No good. Now about a 11.5 differential game clock, shot clock. Lightning don't look like they're trying to go 2 for 1. They got a high possession look. Criswell steps in for 2. Won't go. Now the shot clock off so the Titans can hold for their final look of the opening frame. It's Khalees across the timeline. Watched by Bolden. Pass outside, Davis tries to go against traffic. 1 to go, drops it in. AJ Davis lays it in at the buzzer. The Titans end the first on a 7-0 run, and Davis looks like he tripped over Kyle Julius on his way back to the bench. Julius gave him a stare as he ran by. Julius got teed up his last time at the Odd and eventually ran onto the court and somehow did not receive a technical. He certainly has a passionate history that we love to see from coaches. Always important in these divisional matchups to keep your emotions in check. 26-23. London was up 10, but a 7-0 run. The Titans close it out and trail by 3 after the opening 12 minutes. Once again, you're watching the Lightning and the Titans here from the Odd.
Number 28, Cabell Johnson's
Second quarter play is brought to you by our game day sponsor, Jordan Mechanical.
I don't know about you folks, but I've always been a fan of that Easter Bunny Snapchat filter they got going on these days, and apparently the Titans are too. We saw there an image of all of them, their great bunny faces on, as we got to see some trivia as well during the break. Always nice to see all those coming out and spending Easter Sunday here for some NBL Canada action. Phillips drew the foul on the cut inside. White was set to pick up the assist. That time, Phillips rocking the man bun. Didn't see that last time he was here. 26-23 London. Phillips stepping to the line once again. He spent a few years with London and helped them to a few championships, and then was a NBL Canada All-Star and won the All-Star Game MVP in the league's third year of operation when the All-Star Game was held in St. John, New Brunswick. He was also part of the dunk competition that year. So Phillips certainly has made his name with the Lightning. We're very happy to have him back in London, Ontario. Drops in 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and it's back to a 4-point game for the Lightning. Of course, right before the break, mentioned it was a 7-0 Titans run to close out the quarter. Whitfield, with the shot clock winding down, puts it up over White and in. Nice composure from Flynn Whitfield. He keeps it going and trims that lead back down to 2. This is the closest the Titans have been since it was 2-0, but Phillips changes that. The jumper of his own, trying to float it inside for Dixon. Caliste was looking for the home run pass, but it will result in the Titans' 6th turnover of the afternoon. Kyle Johnson leading all scorers after 12 minutes. He had 9 points before being subbed off. He's back on the floor to begin this second quarter. Herring watched by Dixon, trying to get that screen from Phillips. Lost the basketball. Dixon got a hand on it. Phillips, the desperation three, won't go. And a nice job by Dixon to tip it away from trouble. Come away with the ball. Davis looking for that bounce pass. Again, the Titans getting a little too greedy with those entry passes. It won't lead to points off turnover, or yes, it will. Davis looks like he might have got called for the foul, and indeed he did, and it came after the miss. So those are the ones that tend to hurt you down the stretch. With that, Adam Wing going to check back in. Dixon is out. Last night, Wing had a miss in the dying seconds that looked like it might have cost the Titans the game. Up 1, he ended up missing a wide open layup, which he believed he drew contact on, but nothing of that sort. Then Famatimi ended up missing on the other end for St. John. Olu Famatimi had an open corner 3 for the win. Missed that. The Titans escaped the win. Whitfield flying in. And the aggressive one-hand jam goes in and out. But regardless, he drew contact from Herring, and he'll have 2 free throws. Blazik also checking back in for KW. Whitfield already at 5 boards on the day. Drops in number 2 so far this year, Whitfield. Shooting about 80% from the line, and the other end it's Cadogan putting it in. 33-27, London out on front. Davis trying to slow the pace as he puts it up top. Whitfield to 3, bang! Flenard Whitfield back to a 3-point game again. 33-30, Herring, that entry pass to Phillips, floats it in. Tough matchup, he's against Adam Wing. Phillips has it poked away, Davis diving for it, gets it to Wing. Wing has to get the ball away, but he put that right foot down just a second too early. It will remain London basketball, and you get a fresh 24 on the shot clock, but gotta love the effort on both ends there from Davis and Wing in the corner. Here's Junior Cadogan, watched tightly by Blazek. Cadogan draws a double team out to White, takes a step in, crosses him up, throws it up with the left hand, but won't go. Loose ball comes back to White, give him a second chance, and he still misses. A very rare second chance miss that time. The former first round pick, and that time Sutherland, pretty move, cutting through, left wide open, and finishes the layup. It's back to a 1-point game. And then the turnover, stolen away. Blazek, Davis, bang! One-hand throwdown, and the Titans have their first lead of the afternoon. Guile Julius has seen enough, calls a timeout and comes walking out, pointing at his head as he signals to the official. The big three from Whitfield and the big throwdown from Davis. 34-33, Titans out in front. Language was forced to burn a timeout less than 2 minutes into the game after the Lightning opened on a 6-0 run, but after the Titans go on a run of their own and take their first lead of the ball game, Julius is forced to burn his first timeout, and there's the foul. Royce White draws it inside. It's called on Whitfield. Some disagreement there from the Kitchener-Waterloo bench. Johnson getting an explanation, though, weirdly enough, as it was London who drew the foul and is going to the free throw line. Not really sure what kind of clarification you need. Regardless, White steps up, knocks down number one. White, hard not to mention his name too much. Coming off another strong outing last night, 26 points in the win against Windsor. Also pulled down 16 rebounds. The miss, and then the putback, 36-34. Lightning retake the lead on a quick three-point swing. White coming off the double-double, so is Whitfield. He tries a corner three and puts it in. Glenn Whitfield again from downtown, and the Titans regain that 1-point edge. Under 8 to play in the half. White, watched by Whitfield, entry pass Phillips. Size mismatch against Wing, but misses. the baby hook. Davis, little stutter step in transition, pulls up for a 2, front rim, and White on the board. White holds up at the timeline. It's the offense reset with Maurice Bolden set to check back in for the Lightning. Herring gets that screen from Phillips, takes it himself, flips it up with the right hand and drops it in. Back and forth we go, 3 quick lead changes, and this time it's London taking the 38-37 edge. Sutherland off the curl, holds up top against Johnson. Wing, pump fake for 3, steps in for the long 2, and drops that one in. Nice move from Wing, gets the defender to bite, creates space, and drops in the baseline J, and they continue to exchange leads. It's 39-38 KW. Herring drew the foul on his way up. That'll be AJ Davis picking up his second foul of the day. Bolden, Capers checking back in for London. Umapeg into the game for Kitchener-Waterloo as Davis takes a seat with 2 fouls on him now. Herring, no good on number 1. Of course, as always, we like to thank those tuning in throughout the world here on YouTube. Sandro, you certainly said it right. Multiple OT thrillers have led to some exciting finishes between these two sides, and that Royce White, Flynn Whitfield matchup is incredible when it goes full stretch. So far today, neither side has really had the edge. White has done a great job down low, but Whitfield going a bit beyond his game with the 3 ball. Whitfield already with 2 from deep for 12 points. That time, he takes it inside for another 2. 41-39, KW makes their biggest lead of the afternoon. Herring gets that screen from Bolden. He's watched by Umapeg. Herring cuts up, throws it up, and ties it up. So far today, 7 points, 4 boards for Royce White, 14 points, and 4 rebounds for Flynn Whitfield, who has almost taken over the name of Mr. Double-Double here at the Odd. He was 1 rebound shy of his 3rd straight last night. Blazik flips it up with the left hand and drops it in. Nice play from Adam Blazik once again, restoring that 2-point Kitchener lead. White with some separation against Whitfield, tries to drop it off for Capers. Lost the basketball. Whitfield ahead to Umapeg, has a beat on Herring, drops it off. Whitfield! Coming right at you on Easter Sunday, Flynn Whitfield, a 2-hand jam. And the Titans with their biggest lead of the afternoon. White drew the foul. Came on the floor. The Titans will still have 1 more to give. It's gonna go on Adam Wing. Number 1 on Wing tonight. Blakeney will check in. Whitfield checks out into a round of applause here at the auditorium. London will have 14 to shoot. Herring inbounding on the baseline, goes all the way up top. Umapeg got a hand on it. White saves it. Herring gets it to go on a tough, airtight matchup down low with Wing. He's able to get it to drop, and once again, back to a 1-possession game. Blazik against Capers, works it down low. Blakeney against White. Back up top, Sutherland with 10 to shoot. Sutherland against Herring, tries to get the screen from Blakeney, ball's on the floor. And it was Sutherland who got 2 hands on it and got possession of the basketball, but the little roll out of bounds, and that'll result in Lightning basketball. White checks out. So that big matchup that you mentioned earlier, Sandro, takes a backseat for a moment. Marvin Singleton checking back in for London with 4:41 to play here in the first half. 45-43. the Titans lead it over the Lightning. The Lightning's biggest lead was 26-16 towards the end of the first quarter, but Kitchener-Waterloo came storming back, a 7-0 run to close out that first quarter. Brought them within 3 after the first 12 minutes. Of course, London has already clinched the season series win against KW. Picked up an overtime win last time they were here. As I mentioned off the top, London, very few losses this year, a 30-5 record. The Titans are responsible for one of those losses, and they handed it to them here at the Odd. It's an overtime back on January 8th. It's about 3 months and a bit since that win. It's been a long time coming. The Titans getting one of their last shots here to beat the Lightning in the 2016-2017 season. That time, Umapeg hits the floor, draws the foul. It's on Doug Herring Jr. He picks up number 1. Titans as a team still with 4 fouls to give. And the whistle right off the inbound. Looks like it must have been a foul away from the ball, and indeed it's going to go on Bolden. Bolden doing a reenactment. Getting close with Blakeney. Takes the pass off the inbound. Blazik against Johnson. Looking for that entry pass to Blakeney, but instead it's up top to Sutherland. Into the corner. Wing. Blazik was trying to work around the perimeter with Johnson. Put the ball in the painted area. And that'll result in Titans basketball. Only 6 to shoot though. 4:03 to play in the half. About 6 seconds remaining in the shot clock. And the basketball taking a beating today. Has to get wiped off again. Some moisture. Officials taking care of that. And now Sutherland set to inbound with 4:03 to play here in the first half. Wing for 3, won't go. Waited to the last second now. Bolden gets some full court pressure from Umapeg, but the Lightning are able to bring it back up court. Wing watching Herring Jr. defensively. That entry pass goes right into the hands of Tremar Sutherland, who was looking for Bolden, but Bolden was well back. Blazik, little pump fake, puts inside, throws it up off the window. Thought he drew contact, no and one, but Blazik restores the Titans lead. Herring floats it up, Bolden flying in and lays it in. 47-47 as Maurice Bolden responds after being responsible for the turnover on the other end. 3 to go, Sutherland in the corner, Umapeg, long 2, won't go. Johnson all alone, but misses the 3. Bolden the board. Johnson gets the ball again in the corner, but Bolden drew the foul. It looks like it's going to go on Blakeney. And of course, that was the last one that KW had before they're in the penalty situation. It's the Lightning shooting free throws for the final 2:58 of the first half. It was Bolden who, of course, got to that ball. Oh, my apologies. The Titans actually had one more to give, and that was it. So 2:58 to go. The Titans have no more fouls to give. 23 on the shot clock. Off the inbound, Bolden against Wing. Big size mismatch. Singleton open for 3. Won't drop it in. Wing the board. And Umapeg looking the other way. Titans looking to break the deadlock at 47-47. Blakeney working inside against Singleton. Lost the basketball. Fighting for it, Sutherland. Back to Wing. They still got 8 to shoot. Wing into the corner. Morrow 3, won't go. Fighting for that loose ball, but it's Capers who comes away with it. Cadogan flies in, right-hand shot won't go. The follow-up no good. Third try is good from Johnson. 1, 2, 3, and the third time's the charm for London. They convert, retake the lead, 49-47, and Coach Julius applauding his efforts as Coach Langus has to call a timeout. Lead changes back and forth. It's London claiming the 2-point lead, 49-47. Just about 2 minutes to go here in Kitchener. Talk about that Flynn Whitfield Royce White matchup, and so far Whitfield appears to be winning it today. 16 points, 5 boards, certainly on double watch again. White not quite at that level, 17 points, 4 rebounds, but has spent significant more time on the bench. That time it's Sutherland who couldn't corral the pass in the corner, and fresh out of the Titans timeout, they commit their 11th turnover of the day. Cadogan against Umapeg. 2 minutes to play in the half. Johnson, step back 2, puts it in. London back up 4. Morrow trying to drive straight himself, kicks it back up top. Umapeg, catch and shoot 3, and rattles it in. Isaiah Umapeg. The basket will count, but a foul called right after on Blakeney, who muscled his way inside.
Basket is good. Foul away from the play on the Titans number 0, George Blakeney.
Yeah, indeed, that's what's going to happen. The 3 will count. Luckily for the Titans, they draw within 1, but at the same time, on the other end, the Lightning will have a chance to extend their lead. As you mentioned, the Titans now, with no fouls to give, they're in the penalty. So Mo Bolden heads to the line. Bolden making just his 3rd appearance this year for London, drops in free throw number 1. And with that, a perfect free throw percentage, also making his first trip to the line. Bolden good on both, 3-point lead for London. Umapeg draws a double team, somehow gets away with it, feeds it to Wing. Wing, floater, up in the air and gets it to roll. Wing looks like he was gonna pass that one midair, but had to readjust when he had no options. Floats it up. I think it's a friendly bounce off the back rim and in. 53-52, 1-point game again. Cadogan, left-hand dribble, just blows by Sutherland, and then it's Cavell Johnson who gets called for the foul inside. A lot of players that we haven't seen for London here today, a lot of them resting on the bench. Ryan Anderson, Garrett Williamson, Joel Friesen, Julian Boyd, all on the bench for London. Last night against London, Juan Patillo had another breakout effort. Arguably one of the MVP frontrunners, 32 points and 20 rebounds. The Express blew a lead in the fourth quarter. The Lightning. They end up dropping that one 117-113. Sutherland, left-hand floater, drops it in. Last night, Anderson was good for 15 points. Williamson, good for 19. Neither of them in action here this afternoon for London. But once again, Royce White led the way with that 26 points, 16 rebound, double-double. The Lightning are getting it done even with their B team, and it's a scary, scary thought. As we're about 3 weeks away from the postseason. Cadogan completes the and one. London back up by 4. Umapeg pops for 3 and drops it in. Isaiah Umapeg having himself a half. That's 3 3-pointers. And it'll be Titans. No, yes, it will be Titans ball. Sutherland, a great job to force the turnover. Capers threw the ball away. And now with 31 seconds to go, the Titans a chance to jump out in front of this possession and maybe go 2 for 1. A 7-second differential game clock, shot clock. Once again, drawing off that basketball. It's been an issue today. Umapeg passed out of the shot, almost caught Johnson off guard. He drives and blocked. Bolden there to send him back. And now London a chance to stretch the lead. It's about a 0.8 differential game clock, shot clock, so the Lightning looking to hold the basketball. Passes out of the double team. Bolden driving into wing, throws it up. Difficult shot, won't go. Sutherland the rebound. He's got 5 seconds. Sutherland coast to coast, leaves it. Morrow puts it in, and the foul. Greg Morrow with 1 second to go, and a chance for a huge 3-point play.
Foul on the Lightning, number 12, Marvin Singleton. His first team scored 1 shot for Greg Morrow.
Singleton called for the foul. Great awareness. Sutherland will pick up an oh-so-crucial assist. Morrow airballs the free throw. Not as impressive as the play before. So London will be inbounding in front of their own bench. 1 second to go. Might get one quick heave to try and give themselves a lead. Intercepted. Morrow ends up getting the last look. So he'll get the bucket, the steal. But the missed free throw means that it's just a 1-point game after 24 minutes. 59-58, the Titans have the lead. 16 points from Flenn Whitfield. He is your leading scorer. Kyle Johnson chipping in with an impressive 15 for the Lightning. 1-point game at the break. Well, the second half coming your way in just about 15 minutes. We welcome you back inside the odd here in Kitchener, Ontario. It's a 59-58 Titans lead as we're set to begin the second half. Titans up 1 over the Lightning. Close out the first half on a 7-0 run, the first quarter on a 7-0 run to trim that 10-point London lead down to 7, and then a big play from Jamar Sutherland and Greg Morrow before the end of the half. Sutherland a great assist. Morrow picked up the bucket and drew the foul, could not convert the free throw, but it gave the Titans a 1-point lead, just as Royce White, that former 2012 first-round pick of the Houston Rockets, does right there. 60-59 London. Blazek responds, left-hand layup, high off the glass and in, 61-60. The Titans have the lead. It was Whitfield who's been the man of the town for the past few weeks. 16 points, 5 rebounds at the half. Last night, 21 points, 9 boards. It was just one shy of his third straight double-double. And speaking of double-doubles, not the type from Tim Hortons, but ones you pick up on the score sheet. Royce White picked up a monstrous amount of his own this year. 26 points and 16 rebounds in London's come-from-behind win last night against the Express. White drops in both free throws, puts him at 11 points on the day, has 4 boards, so not quite a double-double watch there, but a player of his caliber, that can change in a hurry. Whitfield down low against the big man White. Whitfield lost the basketball, but got it right back, 10 to shoot. Whitfield, baseline J, puts it in. That's 18 points for Flen Whitfield. More importantly, shooting 7 for 9 from the field. A hot start for him. Adam Blazek, another one. He's been very efficient since the ball game started after that layup he made a few moments ago. Shooting 5 for 6 from the floor, and that time it's the other Adam, Mr. Wing with the steal. Blazek in transition, wants to slow the pace down. Wing, catch, drive, miss, but a foul. That one's gonna go on White. It's gonna be his second.
Fouls the Lightning, number 30, Royce White, his second, team's first. Adam Wing shoots 2.
Wing heading to the line for a pair of free throws. We talked about Wing last night, missed a layup at the end that looked like it was gonna cost the Titans the game. They were able to pull it out against the Riptide. Wing, 2 for 2 from the stripe. This year shooting about 81% from the stripe. Capers, high floater, won't go, loose ball. Sutherland pulls it down. The Titans have done a good job not letting things get away from them too much in this game, but that time an offensive foul going to be called on Jamar Sutherland. So Lightning get the ball back, and a very animated Kyle Julius quick to step in. (65-62). About minute 2:15 into the second half. It was only a minute 58 into the game. The Lightning started 6-0 run, and Coach Langus was forced to burn a timeout and hasn't had to burn one yet, but he might consider it after Marvin Singleton drops in the and one. That held up on the rim for about as long as it could before trickling in. And now the Lightning have a chance to tie it at 65. London's largest lead of the game was that 10 points they had near the end of the first quarter, before KW stormed back. The Titans have led by as many as 4. Whitfield pulling up for 3, won't go. He had a couple that dropped, went 2 for 2 from beyond the arc in that first frame. That time Blazek gets in there, pokes the ball away. Blazek floats it up with the left hand off the window and in. Once again, Blazek thought he drew a foul, but nothing of it. Royce White into the corner for Johnson. He drills the 3. Then off the turnover, Capers has that one almost poked away, but then scores instead. 5 quick points from the Lightning, and Capers looking for another one, and then ends up getting called for the foul. Blazik shaking his head in agreement. Gotta love the effort from Capers there first. Got the turnover right after Johnson's three led to 2 quick points, a 5-point swing. The Titans went from being up 3 to down 2 in the span of about 3 seconds. And that time, Umapeg breaks his ankles, pulls up for 3. He can't drop it in. Wing tried to poke it home, and a foul called away from the ball. No foul call. They actually just want to wipe up some moisture around the logo. Umapeg, just his second miss from beyond the arc today. He dropped in 3 of them from downtown in the first half. And has been slowly getting better and better, it seems, since joining the Titans. We mentioned making his 9th appearance today, 16 points last night for the Riptide. That East Coast road swing, 14 against Moncton. His first 3 games with the Titans, 11, and then 13 points. So consistency from Isaiah Umapeg, the University of Seattle alumni. This time he's the ball carrier right off the inbound, a 69-67 Lightning lead. They work the perimeter. Blazik over to Wing in the corner. Blazik. And gets a screen from Whitfield. Blazik drives, lost the ball cleanly. Simply lost the handle, so it'll be Lightning basketball. Cadogan gets the screen from Singleton. White, open 3, won't go. Blazik against Singleton, looking for that entry pass. He goes the bounce down low. Whitfield against White, count it, plus the foul. Flynn Whitfield, the hoop and the harm, and a chance to give KW the lead. Tyrone Dixon checking back into the game for the Titans. 5 rebounds in that opening quarter, in that opening half, excuse me. Hasn't quite found the consistency that some of his fellow acquisitions have found. 2 points last night, but just a few days ago, it was last week in Charlottetown, he dropped season high 13. He's been strong on the glass for sure. Mentioned 5 rebounds already today, and averaging that over the span of his 12 games. Flynn Whitfield completing the 3-point play and restoring that 1-point Titans edge. Oh, and there's the block on the other end from Dixon. Whitfield looking and taking himself coast to coast, flips it out. Blazik, open 3, puts it in. Adam Blazik rattles in the triple. The Titans once again matching their biggest lead of the day at 4. Junior Cadogan against Umapeg, flips it up, won't go. Dixon trying to get the rebound, puts it off Umapeg, and then Cadogan gets it back, plus the foul. Short-lived lead, and now the Lightning have a chance to pull themselves back within 1. Davis back in the game as Sutherland heads off. Dugan completing the 3-point play. Quick start to the half. Davis, fresh off the bench, draws the foul. Looks like it's going to go on Phillips. That's a second. Umapeg looks like he was going for the catch and shoot, but works it out. Blazek Whitfield, open three, in and out. Flynn Whitfield couldn't drop it in. Herring gets a screen, tries to cross up. Umapeg throws it up off the window, and it'll drop in. Looks like he might have gotten some help from Whitfield. The Lightning, 5-0 run of their own, reclaim the lead. 74-73. Whitfield crosses up, lost the ball. Phillips ahead, ball pops up, back down to Phillips. Bolden. Johnson into the corner. Herring tries to drive around Umapeg, ball pops loose. Johnson tries his luck for a three and drops it in. You talk about a broken play. That play was stomped on, smashed up, and ripped to pieces. The Lightning still able to convert for 3 points, and as I talked about earlier, they're doing it, their secondary unit, apart from Royce White, Marvin Phillips, these aren't the typical Lightning players that you see on the floor. Resting some big names. Julian Boyd, Ryan Anderson, two of their top scorers. Of course, Garrett Williamson, arguably one of the best Canadians in the league, also on the bench today. Joel Friesen, the University of Alberta product, also not dressed for today's game. The Lightning resting a flurry of players, but still finding ways to get it done. 77-73, London with the lead. We're halfway through the third. Good times never seem so good on Easter Sunday. But things have changed quickly for the Titans, who matched their biggest lead of the afternoon at 4 points just a few minutes ago. That time Blazek drops in one of two, so brings it back to one possession game. Jason Kalist coming back in for Kitchener.
Looking at it now?
Winnipeg steps up, drills along two. Once again, pulls the Titans back within a single point. Phillips off the miss. Whitfield pulls down another rebound. That's 6 for him on the day. Excuse me, 9. 21 points and 9 rebounds for Whitfield, matching his game total from last night. Davis spinning in the paint, gives them a 78-77 lead. Receiving word actually that Joel Friesen and Julian Boyd were injured, and bad news for the Lightning with Boyd maybe a longer term injury, while it's Garrett Williamson and Ryan Anderson who are resting today for Kyle Julius. And talking with Rob Spahn last night at the St. John Riptide, he said they had some guys resting when they played them as well, but still the Lightning able to pull out that victory Wednesday night at Budweiser Gardens. Even with the injuries and the duo of players resting, this London team looking as strong as ever. Beginning the season too, it seemed like it was the Hurricanes who were going to be the team to beat. That quickly changed after a very strong start for the Hurricanes. Things have started to calm down in the Atlantic Division, with the Riptide pulling closer and closer to them, and London pulling farther and farther away from everyone else in the Central. Kaliste for 3, drops it in. Jason Kaliste restores the lead. It's 81-80 Titans. Phillips, right hand move inside, gets it to drop. A nice move to work around his defender in the paint. Back and forth we go, 82-81. The Lightning retake the lead with 3.5 to play in the third. Winnipeg almost lost the basketball. Now with 10 to shoot, Kaliste, watched by Johnson. Tries to spin away with the right hand. Dishes off, and they're stolen away the other way by Bolden. Step around, throws it up off the window and in. Bolden, a nice 1-2 Euro step, and the Lightning take that 3-point lead again. Bolden hits double digits with that, 10 points for him now. Winnipeg pops for a long 2, but can't get it to drop. Flying in Blakeney, count it. No foul, a lot of contact, but Blakeney gets the second chance points, and then getting run over. It was AJ Davis. Doug Herring Jr. can't believe the call. Marvin Phillips also stunned, and Davis not moving. A scary sight here for the Titans, but he's back up. Appeared to be a lot more serious than it was at first. It will result in a charging call. Coach Julius not happy with the call. Marvin Phillips discussing with the official. It'll be an unsporting foul. They will go on Phillips, the unsporting. The unsporting means that the Titans will have 1 free throw and get the ball back. A chance to tie it, and of course take the lead with the ensuing possession. Scary moment there. Davis helped off. With that, Adam Blazik will come in. Still some discussion. Phillips and the official. And at first it was Winnipeg who was lined up to take the free throw, but Julius quickly let the officials know it's the sub who's supposed to shoot. Usually not a good move, as Blazik, one of the top free throw shooters on the team, ends up missing the first, making the second, so ties the game at 84 aside. It's all sorted out. Titans get the ball, 2.5 to go in the third. 84-84. It's Blazik who's into the game for Davis. Kalist long two is an air ball. A high percentage look, but he was just watched tightly. In the end, Blazik checks back out. Davis back in. Good to see that AJ Davis is okay with a team that was already full of injuries earlier in the season, was forced to make a lot of moves, especially with contracts moving. Paul Cooper getting an opportunity to play overseas. The Titans letting him go to pursue that. Phillips, the corner triple won't go. Kalist, entry pass, stolen away. In all alone, Johnson, the two. And it's 86-84 London. Morrow with the drive, lost the ball. Back-to-back turnovers. It ends up being a traveling call, but he lost the basketball anyways. No, my mistake. He coughed up the basketball, and then it was the Lightning who traveled, so it will be Titans ball. Well, the inbounding with a fresh shot clock as the possession changed. 1:28 to go in the third quarter. Davis up top, Kalist the open three. Well off the mark again, with the rebound is there. The basket is good for Blakeney, ties it at 86. Kalist, two back-to-back shots. It looked well off by his standards. An air ball and then a shot way off. Bolden backs in, but a foul going to be called on Tyrone Dixon inside, a blocking foul. The Titans will still have one to give. Lightning have none to give before they're back in the penalty. Bolden, the drive inside Phillips, and lost the ball on the baseline. That'll be the 14th turnover of the afternoon for London. Opportunities looming for this KW team. .86 here with just over a minute to go. In the third quarter, the Titans have led by as many as 4, a few opportunities. London's biggest lead was 10. The first quarter, they have not reached that plateau since then. Baby hook from Dixon won't go. Blakeney the board. Morrow ends up getting two hands on into fresh 24. Dixon steps in, can't drop it in. And that time it's Singleton who gets to the rebound. Herring trying to cross out Blakeney into the corner. Capers the baseline drive, kick out. Herring, three ball, drops it in. Doug Herring Jr., his first of the afternoon. He's got 12 points now, makes it a 3-point game. Davis traveled. Don't usually see AJ Davis backing down in the post like that. That time it results in a turnover. The shot clock off for the Lightning. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Titans led by 1 at the half. Now the Lightning look like they're going to be up by 1 possession or more heading to the final frame. 5 to go. It's Herring against Dixon. He draws the foul, and as we mentioned, the Titans had 1 to give. Good foul by Dixon allows the Titans defense to reset. Lightning will inbound with 3.4 seconds to go. 2 seconds. Herring pulls up for a three, drops in another. Doug Herring Jr., how about a time to hit your first 2 triples of the day? 6 quick points for Herring, and it's a 6-point London lead after 3. 92-86. Herring, a former league all-star in St. John, drops in a quick 6 points for Lightning, and that's their lead after 36 minutes. Bolden, Herring, White, Capers, and Singleton all back onto the floor to start the 4th for London. It's Blakeney, Caliste, Davis, Morrow, and Wing for KW. Off the miss, ball poked loose. Caliste trying to push in transition, slows it down. Davis, corner 3, and in and out. Wing almost got to the rebound. We're going to be last touched by a member of the Lightning. It will look like it was Herring who got his fingertips on it. So stay Kitchener-Waterloo basketball. Again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. Ian Jodrey here with you on this Sunday afternoon, Easter Sunday edition of NBL Canada basketball from the Odd. London looking to continue their dominance here at the Odd this season. And overall, 30-5 on the year. They've already won the season series, but Titans, they still have a lot to play for. Last night they stretched that lead to 2 points over Orangeville for 3rd spot in the Central Division. It could be a very crucial place in the standings. Getting a chance at 3rd and most likely play the Express in the 1st round and maybe go 2 rounds as opposed to playing London, where, well, it seems the writing's on the table that it's almost a guaranteed 1st round exit for any of these bottom teams in the Central Division. Royce White defines it right there, slashing through the D and dropping it in. Lead up to 8 for London. That's their biggest of the second half. Caliste pops a 3 and drops it in. Caliste had a couple ugly looking shots in that 3rd quarter. That time knocks down a big one, just his 2nd from beyond the arc today. Trims the lead back down to 5. Herring, Bolden, thought about it, drives out to Wing. Singleton cuts inside, Capers explodes for the 2-hand flush. A beautiful cut by Capers, saw the lane and finds the seam easily to the hoop. Caliste leaves it, Blakeney finishes it off. KW right there with them. 96-91. Herring driving around, floats it inside. White was looking for the emphatic finish, but will remain in the hands of London. 8 to shoot. Herring tries again from deep, but won't go. White fighting for the board, secures it and scores. 15 points, 5 boards on the day for Royce White. Kalist draws the foul. White in disbelief.
Fouls on London, number 30, Royce White is his first, team's second.
Foul trouble was an issue. The last time that the Lightning were here, White fouled out in the 4th. This time, he picks up foul number 5, so no more to give for Royce White. It appears to be staying in the game despite the mass substitution for London. Morrow. Davis, the corner 3. Pulls them back within 4 again. Titans are starting to make some shots, but the problem is now they've let London increase the lead and get into a bit of a catch-up mode if you're the Titans. White trying to go to work in the post, steps back, can't get it to drop. Blakeney batted it straight back out to mid-court, and right there for the ball was Cadogan, and then White scores off the assist. White 15 points, and then foul. Technical foul called on Royce White, and he's done. That's foul number 6 on Royce White. He picks it up by running his mouth after he scored. Not a smart play by the 2012 16th overall pick by the Rockets. So an early finish to the night for Royce White. He gets set to head to the locker room. Kalist hits the free throw and do the technical, of course. Titans will hold on to the basketball. 100-95. London has hit the century mark. Wing, the open triple. No good. Loose ball though, and Wing able to get to the long rebound. Dishes back up top to Kalist. And a fresh 24 for KW. He's watched by Johnson. Foul called away from the ball. And it looks like it's going to go on Junior Cadogan. Indeed it is. That's number 1 on Cadogan. Kalist. The crossover dishes down low, and flipping up was Blakeney. A smart move, as he thought that would be considered a shot attempt. It is on the floor though. Criswell is the one who picks up his second foul of the day. Blakeney's been a presence inside, but playing with 4 fouls, has to watch it. It's been good enough for 7 points, 5 rebounds on the day. Kalist out to Davis. Davis, the right-hand dribble, lost the ball, throws it up, and another, no foul called. It looked like some late contact from Bolden, but before that, Davis walked. Took a step before he took off for the rim. After all that, Lightning get the ball back, still up 5. Cadogan, right-hand dribble. Pops it, and well short that time as Johnson was off the mark. Bolden tried to save it from going out of bounds, but stepped in the painted area. 4 minutes into quarter number 4. 100-95, London still with the lead. Morrow Been quiet today, just the one bucket there right before the half came with exactly 1.1 seconds left. Kalist, wing, catch and shoot, pass, Blakeney scores. Wing picks up the big assist, that's his first of the day. And Blakeney hits 9 points. 3-point game. Cadogan, Criswell, into the corner, Singleton. Bolden shows the shot, and they work it back down low to him. He's against Blakeney in the post, 5 to shoot. Back up top, 3 ball, off the mark from Singleton. And Kalist secures the loose basketball. Wing, into the corner, Morrow. Working the perimeter with 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Wing, Morrow, back to Wing for 3, ties the game. 100 aside as it's Adam Wing tying it up. His first 3 ball of the afternoon. Cadogan off the window and in on the other end. He's got 12 today. Wing lost the ball though. In transition, it was Davis who got the shot off. Bolden. Back to Cadogan. Watched by Davis. Bolden steps into the triple and puts it in. The big man, Maurice Bolden, 6'10", knocks down his first triple today. Davis tries to drive around him, but simply lost the basketball, and he knew it. Lost the handle on it. Right after London extends that lead back to 5 points. Kitchener-Waterloo commits turnover number 22 today. Another big substitution, Singleton checking out. Cadogan also heads to the bench. Doug Herring Jr., Marcus Capers, both back in for the Lightning. Bolden, Criswell, long 2, drops it in. Seven-point lead for London again, their biggest of the half. Biggest of the game was 10. As mentioned previously, the Titans responded with a 7-0 run to close out the first. Blazik pass inside, Whitfield drives around him, drives baseline, reverse up and in. 23 points for Flynn Whitfield, leads all Titans today. Herring, ball on the floor, trying to get rid of it. Still no whistle. Finally, they work it inside, and it's Criswell. The block from Whitfield pins him to the backboard. What a move from Flynn Whitfield, who come flying out of nowhere. Into the corner, Whitfield the 3, puts it in. What a sequence of events for Flynn Whitfield. The block, then the 3, Titans within 2. Herring. Watched by the big man, Flan Whitfield. Bolden against Wing. Tied up. Wing gonna get called for the foul. Some extracurriculars between Wing and Bolden after the whistle. Nothing comes of it though. Wing now with 4 fouls on the day. The Titans done pretty good job staying disciplined. It's only their first team foul. Still have plenty to go down the stretch, and they might need them. A 2-point game. Keeping themselves close in the first place London Lightning, 107-105. We've got 4:21 to go in the ballgame. Royce White was fouled out of the game after the technical, after making a bucket. 3 to shoot now for the Lightning. Johnson has to put one up. He can't get it to drop. Bolden, the board. Bolden fouled. And 2 free throws coming up for Maurice Bolden and the Lightning bench. They're loving it.
Fouls on the Titans, number 33, Glenn Whitfield, his third, team's second. Maurice Bolden on the line with 2 shots.
Bolden dropped in a big 3 minutes ago, his first of the afternoon. Glenn Whitfield, another strong performance from him. I've said his name a lot since he arrived here in Kitchener. 26 points, 9 rebounds today. Last night he had 21 and 9, finished just a board shy of his 3rd straight double-double. For the folks watching in London who are used to watching guys like Royce White play on a daily basis, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but for an expansion franchise and really just for most teams around the league, seeing double-doubles like that on a consistent basis, awfully impressive. Wing, trying to spin away from trouble, stolen by Bolden. Herring, Burns plays at the outside, flips it up, and 2 shots coming for Doug Herring Jr. And then it looks like a technical was issued. No, the unsporting foul called on Blazek, no technical. Titans will still have 3 fouls to give for the rest of the ball game. It's Herring who will head to the line. A couple free throws and, of course, do the unsporting foul. London will retain possession, but Herring off the mark on number 1. He's shooting about 78% from the stripe this season. One of 2. Three minutes, 30 seconds. 110 to 105. The Lightning lead it. There's a spin, a nice move in the post, and it's Singleton, and gets that lead back to 7 for London. Titans starting to run out of time. Their biggest lead of the day was 4. They hit that 2 different occasions in both halves. Blazek, the catch, and the score. Nice pass that time. It'll be Whitfield who picks up the assist. He's got 3 of those today. Last night, and he finished just short of that double-double. Did not have a dime on the score sheet. And KW's 92-90 win over St. John. Now the double team has to throw the pass up. Johnson able to get 2 hands on it, pulls up and drops it in. Gotta like the aggressive play that time from Umapeg and Blazek, trying to force the turnover. Just a strong play that time from the Lightning to beat that double team. Sutherland on the other end though, drops it in, a soft foul. And now a chance for Sutherland to hit a free throw and pull KW back within 4. Jamar Sutherland drops it in. That 3rd quarter really seemed to be the difference maker. You look at that on the box score. The Titans carried a 1-point lead into halftime, but were outscored in the 3rd 34-27 by London. Capers under 2.5 to go now. 4-point game here at the Odd. Johnson against Blazek, works it down low. Singleton against Whitfield on the post, 3 to shoot, puts it up, a difficult shot over Whitfield and in. A tough look from Singleton, almost just has to throw it up. Whitfield, the catch, the shoot, and the score. Whitfield again, a nice play. He's got 28. And once again, keeping it close. 4-point game. With that, Whitfield matches a season high of 28 points. The miss that time from Capers. Umapeg transition three, no good. Wing can't get to it. What an opportunity there with Umapeg looking to make it a 1-point game. Instead, it's Johnson in transition. Pump fake, now tries the three and drops it in. That could be the dagger. 119 to 112. Kyle Johnson, a terrific afternoon. 31 points for him. That's his 4th triple. And it might just be what the Lightning need to escape this afternoon with a win. Sutherland inbounding. The Titans in desperation mode now, 119 to 112. It's Umapeg controlling the ball. Over to wing, contested three is off the mark. Trying to bat it back out, finds Umapeg again. He tries a three and drops it in. Isaiah Umapeg trying to keep the Titans in it. His 4th triple of the day. It's a 2-possession game. 119 to 115. Herring drives, kicks it. Blazek the steal. He has Whitfield ahead. They're going to try and hold this one. Blazek drives, flips it up with the left hand, and 2 free throws coming up for Adam Blazek. The Lightning did not have any more fouls to give. And that is their 7th team foul of the 4th. Blazek, an oh-so-crucial 2 free throws. He has dropped in 2 of his 4 attempts from the line today. Puts in the first. Blazek on the season shooting about 83% at the stripe. This one to make it a 2-point game, and he hits it. And now they're saying that Coach Julius called a timeout, but Julius is arguing that he never called one. But the officials now discussing at the table, they're not sure what's going on. Julius wasn't sure that he called a timeout. Now Julius arguing with the scorer's table, believing that he heard someone call a timeout and personally attacking one of the members on the scorer's table. Now the officials talking. Got to charge the timeout to someone. They will still take the timeout though. 41.6 seconds to go. Blazek makes both his free throws after the Umapeg three. Isaiah Umapeg, 14 points now in the afternoon, 4 for 7 from beyond the arc. To go along with 5 dimes. That's a game high. Whitfield still a rebound shy of yet another double-double. 28 points for him, though, ties a season high. So both teams still with 2 timeouts left and 41 seconds to play. The Lightning will be inbounding. They'll have Doug Herring Jr., Marvin Singleton, Marcus Capers, Kyle Johnson, and Junior Cadogan still on the floor here. Looking for a bucket. Try and ice it. After going up 7, the Titans 5 quick points of their own has once again made it a ball game. Cadogan, watched by Umapeg, gets that screen from Singleton. Cadogan, 10 to shoot. 25 seconds to play. Singleton back up, gets the screen on Umapeg. Pass inside, no one there. It's Titans ball. So 20.5 seconds to go. And indeed, Coach Langus is going to burn one of his final 2 timeouts. A great 3-2 zone that time from the Titans. Kept the Lightning at bay. The entry pass was a bit too forced. And now the Titans will have a chance to tie or take the lead. 20.5 seconds to go. You're watching KW and London right here on YouTube.
Hey, Titans fans, how about a round of applause for our game day DJ Rich from One Love Sound. And I know if you're all coming up here on Easter Sunday to watch basketball, and you get a 2-point game with 20 seconds left to go, you can make a heck of a lot more noise than this for the end of this game, can't you?
Easter Bunny didn't find you and leave any chocolate on this Easter Sunday. This might be just as good. 119 to 117 after London took a 119 to 112 lead. Umapeg, the straightaway 3 rattles it in. Blazik draws the foul and cool, calm, and collected drops in both of his free throws. Now it's Umapeg, 10 seconds on the clock, shot clock off for the Titans. Looking to tie or take the lead. Umapeg, the drive, Kalist for the lead. No good, loose ball, batted out. Umapeg won't get to it. One final shot, and the Lightning will escape. 119 to 117. Kalist missed the 3 for the lead. Umapeg missed the Hail Mary for the win, and the Lightning somehow escape. And Kyle Johnson, that huge 3-pointer that looked like it was going to be the dagger, indeed finishes the job for the Lightning. They improve to 31-5. They win their 4th in a row. And another thriller from the odd, and it seems like it's been that way every time these two teams have faced off in this building this year. Even going back to the preseason, you look at a game that went to overtime. Greg Morrow had a tremendous game. Had 2 overtime performances in the regular season right here at the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium, but when it's all said and done, a terrific performance. Kyle Johnson finishes with 31 points. It's a big 3-pointer late. He finished with 4 on the day. Glenn Whitfield, just like last night, finishes with 20-plus points, 9 rebounds. He ends up leading all Titans, 28-9 on the day. A terrific performance from Adam Blazik, Isaiah Umapeg, that key 3-pointer late that kept KW in it. He finished with 14 points, with 12 of them coming from beyond the arc. So Titans, they don't pick up the win here. And now a chance for Orangeville to close even closer for that 3rd spot in the Central. And we talked about it a bit throughout the course of the game, how important that third spot's going to be, it could be the difference between potentially going 2 rounds. You'll likely get Windsor in the first round as opposed to this powerhouse that you see here today. The London Lightning with a few injuries, but also resting some players. We talked about some key performers for them. Williamson on the bench. Boyd, a potential long-term injury. Friesen also resting today. There could be some big moments for London coming down the stretch. They continue to rest players, but more importantly, continue to win. And when it comes to that first day in May and it's time for playoffs, it could be a very scary London team that comes out to play. 119 to 117. Caliste misses the 3 for the lead. And then Umapei, the Hail Mary for the win. The Titans will be back in action at home next Saturday. They'll take on the Orange Relays, as we mentioned, who are red hot on their tails for that third spot. We'd like to thank you for tuning in here today from the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium. I'm Ian Jodry. Enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday.